Of course, it helped me a lot, sir. Like, I wouldn't make it without the IPASS, sir. Like, everything from the review, from the processing, I didn't even have a hard time, like, my documents during my processing time. And as well as the review, like, it will cover, like, even if you graduated, like, 2000, like, the concepts or I graduated 2005, and I've been working, and then my content is really outdated. So the review, the recorded, the live, like, it's all in there.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. Welcome to IPASS Online Review and Mentoring Academy. My name is John, and I'll be your host for tonight. And with that, I would like to introduce to you our newest NGN passer, Miss Ma Caridad de Sesto.
Hello
Uh,
po.
ha-
Hi, sir.
we
Yes.
are very excited po, Ma'am Cari, to hear your wonderful stories. Could you share us po your educational background leading up to your NCLEX preparation?
I graduated long time, sir. From San College po, batch 2005. Same school with Sir J. Then I started working in Saudi Arabia like since 2008. And then 2008 to 2012 in Saudi. And then by 2012, I went back home. And then 2013, I applied again in Riyadh, which is National Guard. So since 2013 until now, I'm still working in National Guard.
Thank you for sharing, Ma'am Kari. And you are working as a staff nurse in Riyadh, am I correct?
Yes, sir. Pediatric surgical, sir.
Oh, nice. That's your specialty.
Yes, sir.
And did you also process your application in IPASS?
Yes, sir. All my application and then my review also in IPASS.
And how was your experience with the IPASS processing?
It was really smooth. Like I applied last August, like everything, like from my documents, and then all of them, like they're very approachable. Like if I have like the simplest question, like they will answer. Sometimes like I feel like I have like nonsense question, like they will answer me. Like sometimes I'm shy to ask like about a simple question, but they're very accommodating. So I don't have any problems with my application.
That's good to know, Ma'am Kari. And how long did it take for you to get your eligibility?
I applied like August, and then I got
Mhm.
my eligibility December, which is really like really I was not expecting that I will get the eligibility like December because I was not really prepared. And then I scheduled myself March. So it was
Mm.
like 6 months period.
6 months of preparation for your NCLEX. Did you start reviewing even before you get your eligibility, or did you
Yes, sir. I
started?
started, yeah, because I'm from cycle 11. Yes, it was late already. So because I started like early August, like first week of August, and then I did only the review, like the recorded. So I'm team recorded.
And it really doesn't matter if you're team recorded or team live. It will really depend on
Yeah.
your
And then it's in
schedule.
live. I mean, it was fun
And
like, during the live because you can like also chat with your other members, but mostly recorded because I'm working like 12 hours, like 3 to 4 days a week, and I only have 1 day off. So for me, the recorded was really helpful for me because I can have my own time. Like I have my own timeline. But it was also difficult because already like long time. I graduated 2005. And the concept were really like, especially with medications and adult, it was really hard for me. The recorded videos, like it really helped me a lot during those times.
thank you for sharing, Ma'am Carrie. And may I ask, which board of nursing did you apply?
I applied for New York Board of Nursing, sir.
And from the time that you apply for your documents or for New York Board of Nursing, it took you at least 4 months for you to receive the eligibility. Am I correct po?
Yes, sir.
So at least we have an idea, no? For those our classmates who haven't received their eligibility yet, for under New York Board of Nursing, you'll just have to wait within 3 to 6 months before you receive the eligibility. Then from
Yeah,
then,
I also expected like it was 6 months, but it was I said what the eligibility came like December. Like first week, I was really shocked. Like, my God, am I ready? And then when I got the eligibility, I had like
mm,
every week the recorded videos, like all the lectures that I'm not really familiar with. And then starting January, since I got my date of exam, I started already the U World.
You started your UWorld from January up until March. Am I right?
March, yes, I purchased the 2 months only, but I haven't used all the questions.
That's okay because for UWorld, as long as we have any type of practice questions, it will really help us to hone our critical thinking skills and our test taking strategies. And I believe that that's what you have learned during your practice questions, right?
Yeah, before I applied for the UWorld, I only practiced the practice question in the IPASS review, in the Moodle. And then when I answered the UWorld, like it was like easy for me. And not easy, but I familiar questions already.
That's
Like
good. And for those classmates who don't know, we also have here at IPASS our question banks. It's 2,000 over practice questions. You can utilize these things if you're not planning to take any practice questions besides URL. And let's break it down, Ma'am Cari. How did you structure your study schedule from the time that you started your review?
because I work like 12 hours.
Mhm.
Sometimes if I work like day shift from 7 o'clock and 7 p.m., I go home, then I review like for 2 hours.
And
For
how
two
long did
hours.
you review on your day offs?
During my day off, if there's a live lecture, I'm attending the live lectures and then I'm answering the practice questions also. And then if I'm working like night shift, I have the Moodle with me. I have downloaded it in my laptop and in my phone. And I just scan it. Like it really helped me. The Moodle, and I also have the book because I put it in a bind. And then even if I went to Manila for my exam, I still have the Moodle with me. The roadmap, sir. The book
Yeah.
bind. I am a visual learner, so I have to have the book. And I'm bringing it also at work because besides my phone, I wanted like to touch it and write. So it really helped me, the roadmap. If I cannot attend the lecture and then I cannot review during the recorded video, I'm just reading the roadmap, sir. And it really helped.
Yeah, because it's a summary of all the lectures from
Actually,
the.
like 2 days before my exam, I only read the roadmap, like just scan all the informations.
And how long did it took you for having your mastery concept?
Actually, 2 weeks before like I reviewed all, and then because I'm very weak with the maternity and the pharmacology. So like 2 weeks, I did all the concept again, the recorded concept, all of it, and then 1 week before I just reviewed the maternal and child and the psych also, some of the psych, because most of my U World exam, my scores are really low with the maternal and then the psych and the pharmacology.
What other resources po did you find most helpful during your preparation?
The roadmap, sir. If I am at work, like I cannot because but I access the recorded video like twice, all of the concept. And then I did the NGN marathon like 2 weeks before. Like all the lecture of Ma'am Pao, because I cannot like see all the recorded videos. So I did the NGN marathon like for a week, all the concept.
You mean the drills?
Yeah, the drills from Ma'am Pao's lecture, like the NGN drills. I did that for 1 week also.
For those who are new here at Hope Talk, no, what we're talking about is every topic that we have, there will be some drills. So our educators will do some lectures with regards to, let's say, fundamentals. The drills will have some concepts about NG and type of questions. So rest assured that every concept that we have are gonna learn some NG and type of questions. And I
Yes.
can say, Ma'am Carrie, right? I pass review materials is more than enough for you to pass the exam.
Yes,
It's good
and
to
even
know.
the practice questions, like before I did my U World, I did the practice questions
Did you
also.
also do your initial
'Cause,
assessment from the time that you started your review in IPASS?
yes, sir. And it was really low.
And how do you overcome those percentage that you got from the initial assessment? And what strategies did you do after that?
I just did the recorded video, sir, because during the concept, like I know myself, like I'm really weak with the maternal and child lectures. But pediatric, because I've been working in pediatrics, so the concept in pediatric, like, it was easy for me. But the maternal child and then the pharmacology also. And the fundamentals are like it really helped me a lot because most of the exam that came out, the questions is from the fundamentals. And
Thank
the fundamentals lectures from Ma'am Rosana, like if you attended the fundamentals from Rosana, like you will remember like the chest tube and all, yes. The Dolphin and Donning, like I attended the trending topic with Sir Ryan because I attended one trending topic like a week before. And it really helped me a lot, the Donning, like hands up and all. It, I remember that because it came out in one of my questions. Sir Ryan said, it's easy, like just put your hands up. Also, the trending topic, like it really came out, sir. I'm encouraging everyone, like if near exam, like attend some lecture of the trending topic, like it will help you also.
Yes. The moment that you have received your authorization to test or when you already have an examination date, please inform IPASS processing po and your coaches so that whenever, 2 months prior to your examination, at least a month or two, you will be receiving an email coming from IPASS to invite you to attend the trending topics and the anxiety management. And this will really help you to gain more knowledge on what other topics that you can expect to come out. Not really to come out, but just to give you an idea about the topics to master or to gain more. And did you use any specific mnemonics po or memory aids? And how did you balance reviewing content with practicing questions?
I'm not really good with mnemonics, sir. So with the practice questions, like a month before my exam, like I'm answering like 85 questions.
But did you also practice up until 150 during your practice question days?
Most of my practice question, I stop at 85, sir. I
Oh,
didn't
okay.
the 150. Shout out to my coach, si Ma'am Cristel, because she told me like don't rely on the 85. It will not guarantee you like the 85. So your goal is to pass. And even though after 85, because I was trying to answer like more than 85, but it's always stopped like at 85. Because she said like it's not a guarantee like at 85 that you will pass. So your goal is even after 85, like you have to practice yourself that after 85, like the exam is giving you a chance like to pass.
It's
And so
true.
far I stop at 85.
Yes, and most especially to those who are listening here right now is when you do your practice question, practice at least the minimum and the maximum. And that's
Yeah.
really advisable so that you are already prepared on the day of your NCLEX exam. No matter the cost, you have to really practice yourself to at least answer practice questions, the maximum number, which is 150, I'm not sure, or 155. It will really help you to lessen your anxiety. At least if the computer doesn't stop at number 85, you are prepared to continue answering questions
It's
till
the
the
one
maximum level.
I practiced the 150, sir, during the practice question in the Moodle.
And how
Yes.
was the
That's why
practice questions of IPASS?
it was more difficult than the previous. But it helped me a lot because I did the practice question first before I did the U world. So when I was answering the U world, like some of the questions are correlating with the practice questions. Like for me, if you don't have like the access for the U world, I think the practice question is enough already.
When you answer UWorld questions or IPASS question banks, I understand some of them is more difficult for you that when you realize after taking the NCLEX exam, right? So did
Yes,
you use
after
any specific test taking strategies during the exam without sharing the questions that you encountered?
actually the questions for me like during the time sir was during the NGN, I didn't find any difficulties during the when I was
Wow.
answering because when I was answering sir, I just noticed that I was already on 75. I said, "Oh my god."
Mm.
And it was like less than an hour already because I was just answering. I didn't see like the numbers. Then when I realized like it was already like number 70s, I started to panic already because I was answering like really fast. Because I finished the exam like less than an hour.
Wow. That's amazing.
I think yeah, because when I checked the time, because I started like 1, I finished
Mhm.
like before 2.
I really cannot
Yes,
blame you, Ma'am Carino, because probably you have so much of your mastery concept and you did your practice question effectively.
yes, sir. I'm answering the practice questions from the Moodle, the Q banks, like 2 months before my eligibility came. I'm answering already as suggested by my coach, like at least answer like 20 to 40 questions until you reach like 60, like in a day,
Mhm.
until I reach like the 85 and then 150. Like every day I'm answering the Q banks only. Before I started my U World, I just did the Q banks like 20 questions a day, like for a week. And then like the second week, I did like 40 questions. Then the following week, I did like 60 questions in a day. And then because my coach told me like, you need to practice like how you will endure. Because for me, my stress is like I will have a headache while answering questions. So she said like you just answer questions like how much you can tolerate during the time. And then I did the 60, then 85, and then I did the 150 in the Q banks only at that time. And then
Mhm.
like January already, so I'm already confident like answering all the U word question because I did already the practice question before that.
And that's a great strategy, no, Ma'am Cari, because you have to really manage your time effectively by allocating a set amount of time per question. So you also
Yes.
follow the advice of one of our coaches, Ma'am Cristel. And
Yeah.
thankful tayo to Coach Cristel for advising such scenarios para hindi tayo maano, no, will not be surprised or too
Yeah.
stressed about answering too much practice questions. Really have to do slowly. Practice at amount of 10, 20 questions per day until you're able to reach a certain number where you are comfortable enough to do your practice questions.
Yes,
And
sir.
somehow you will also notice, no, when you do your practice question, you have to read each question carefully by paying attention to those keywords and context. These things we learned it from the test taking strategies lecture from Ma'am Jamie Robbins.
Yeah.
And if you notice, when you do your practice questions, you'll be able to approach some problem solving strategies such as like the ABC prioritization, the Maslow's hierarchy of
Yes.
needs.
Yes.
So for those who are doing their questions, you'll be able to realize if you don't know the question, you have to go back to basic. You have to know the basics as well. That's why it's really important whenever we before we start the review, we have to follow at least the calendar of IPASS because it's really important, no, that we have to start from the test taking strategies, then we will proceed with the fundamentals, and then safety and infection control, then the leadership and management. These three things that I mentioned, Ma'am Carrie, did you also went through again? That's the third time around, a week or 2 weeks prior to your NCLEX exam. Did you also went back to those three topics like fundamentals, safety and infection control, and leadership and management?
I did, sir. I did.
Do you also cover all the contents that IPAS have provided you?
Yes, sir.
That mean
I
you did not miss anything.
No, sir. Only some of the. No, I think I covered all because I
That's
did the
good.
recorded like twice, all of it, and I did 3 times with the cardio with Sir J,
Huh?
and then I did the NGN for a week. All of the NGN lectures, I did it for 1 week. All the topics from the NGN with Miss Paula. I reviewed
No
all.
problem.
Fundamentals, I did like 3 times. And then the roadmap, really, like during my work, like I'm just doing the roadmap, like reviewing.
And that's good to know, Ma'am Carrie. No, that's a great strategy, by the way. For those topics that you are very weak, no, you really have to assess yourself. Do you have
Yes.
to repeat these things for another time, or are you already contented with the knowledge that you have gained for during the live or the recorded session? It's okay. You can repeat the same recorded or live if
Yes.
you really cannot understand the concept. Most importantly, before you proceed with another topic, you have to really at least master and understand the concept.
Yeah. And sometimes, sorry, if I'm answering like even in the Q banks, like
Mhm.
some questions like I don't understand, like I will just go back to the topic. I'll
Yeah.
write it down and then go back, but not all the topics. Like I know I remember like someone said like this, and then I'll just write something and then I will just go back to the lecture.
And I understand also in the beginning of your review, you already read the roadmap. Did you also read the roadmap the third or fourth time around, weeks prior to your NCLEX exam?
Sir, the roadmap was my Bible during the review. I have the hard copy
Mm-hmm.
which I also, it's really like thick copy. My roadmap. I brought it with me during my exam period because I stayed in Makati like 4 days before. And then during also at work, like I have the roadmap with me.
Wow.
I, I keep it. Besides I have also a copy in my laptop and my phone. But I want it like I can touch it and feel it. So I'm bringing the roadmap. It really helps me. The roadmap, like if I'm answering questions and I cannot go through the video, so I'm just doing the roadmap. I'm scanning. Like everything is in there, like the roadmap. So the roadmap was my Bible during my reviews.
Yeah, I even repeated reading the roadmap for 3 times. I didn't notice that I have read it 3 times, but according to my structured study plan, I just realized that I have repeated it the third time around. And repetition really is the key for you to pass the NCLEX. You have to gain your mastery concept during this time. And Ma'am Cari, did you experience any challenges during your preparation to NCLEX? And how did you overcome it?
Only in the time, like I don't have time to review because sometimes at work, but sometimes there are days like I'm really tired. But I have the list like I have to review. But I followed the scheduled review in the Moodle. Like during that week, like I didn't attend like the cardio, so I will just find time like to review the recorded.
That's nice to know. And did you also receive the activity tracker from Sir Mark Zaspa regarding the mastery concept? And have you utilized those
I
things?
sir. Yes, sir. And because I couldn't do it in the laptop, so I did it like manually. I have all the lectures like I didn't attend for that week, so I wrote all those things in the tracker so that I can also track like which lecture I didn't attend like for the last
Yeah.
week. And it
Thank
really
you.
helps, sir, to track all your activities. The tracker really helps.
Yes. Thank you for sharing, Ma'am Karina. At least our students will be able to learn from this Hope Talk that the activity tracker will really help you to start your structured study plan so that you know when to start the review and up until when. So that when you have other free time, you can do advance. I mean, watching the recorded in advance or repeating the recorded in advance. That's why within 3 to 4 months of mastery concept, I managed to repeat the 2 cycles in 3 to 4 months. How about you, Ma'am Carrie?
I am in cycle 11, but I know because I did all the recorded like twice, at least twice.
Yeah.
The fundamentals, the cardio, I did it like 3 times, but mostly the roadmap before.
Yes.
And 2 days before my exams are like, because Mom Crystal told me like, don't answer questions.
Yeah.
Because
You have to rest.
so you will not like have the anxiety like answering questions. She told me don't answer questions, and then she also advised me like during the day of exam, like answer 10 questions already. So when you answer your NCLEX exam, like it's not the first question. So I did that also and it really helped because my anxiety like during the time. So when I sit and then I did the first question because I already did 10 before that.
Yeah.
That's your 11 question. So you already know. It helps my anxiety. Like I'm really thankful for my coach, Ma'am Krista.
It's like your head start. The first 10
Yeah.
questions that
The
Ma'am Crystal have shared it with you. And speaking of Ma'am Crystal, how did your coach help you in your NCLEX preparation?
she also guide me with how my anxiety surface. Most of I did not attend like the anxiety management because we came from the same school with Ma'am Krista. So
Oh,
I think she helped me with my anxiety and then like all the questions and then all her advices, also like the 10 questions, like it really helps. So your coaches really will help you. Because me, I did not attend any stress management. I only like Mom Crystal like told me like just relax and all, and then someone you can talk to about your anxieties during
yeah.
exam. Advising all like to utilize your coaches because they will help you.
I'm very happy with your experience with Coach Crystal. That's why we have this one-on-one coaching program here at IPASS is to ensure, I mean, to help you and guide you, to support you, to ensure your quality input for this NCLEX preparation. And do also be reminded that each individual, we approach it differently. It will really depend on your situation. So the advice will be depending on your current situation. That's why we have to really know, like, we are your partners. We will walk hand in hand all throughout your NCLEX preparation. And I'm happy that Coach Crystal have provided you some anxiety management reduction in a way.
Yeah, she told me, sir, if we don't know the answer, like just pray. So if
Yeah.
when I was answering question, I can hear her voice like just pray. Really help.
Besides Coach Crystal, no, how do you implement stress reduction techniques?
I go to the gym like every day.
Oh
So
wow.
gym and then study. And then I did that also the day during my exam, sir. Because that's my stress reliever, like the gym. Because I always go to the gym during the day of my exam also. Because I notice like if I go to the gym, then I answer
Mhm,
questions like my scores are like okay. But if I'm stressed at work and then I don't have time to go to the gym, like my scores are also
mhm.
so the gym like helped me a lot also during the time like 'cause it gives me like the happy hormones I believe. So
Yes.
during my exam I did go to the gym and then like it helped me also.
That's why it's really important to implement some stress reduction techniques like your mindfulness. Some of our classmates know they do yoga and some deep
Um,
breathing exercise. And remember here at IPASS, we also have wellness session.
I focus on like the recorded video only on the lectures. But I heard some of
Yeah.
the students also like they also utilize that one. Some of the Hope Talk I also heard like it helped
Uh,
them also.
yes. And sometimes we have to really practice positive self-talk and affirmation to boost our confidence and resilience. That's why you have to establish healthy study life balance to prevent burnout. This is how you do is going to the gym
Yeah,
and you're able to manage your time effectively. Like you
yes.
have to make sure once before you start your review, correct me if I'm wrong, Ma'am Carrie, you have to go to the gym so that your mind is really prepared. And
Yes.
engaging, like what you said, going to the gym, like a physical activity, will help you maintain some proper mindset.
Yes, because I work like 12 hours and then I go to the
Yeah.
gym after work. I mean,
Wow.
you're really tired, but after the gym, like I can answer questions still, then I can do like 2 hours review with the recorded.
So it's really
Because a lot
possible.
of yes, it's possible, sir. You can go 12 hours work, go to the gym and answer practice questions. I did that.
Wow. I'm very amazed, Ma'am Carrie. Having 12-hour shift, then going to the gym, then you still do some reviews for at least 2 hours. I
Yes.
mean, you're able to manage your
Sometimes
time very
more
effectively.
than 2 hours.
Wow. So for those students who are working 12-hour shift, we have learned something from Ma'am Carrie today. But besides that, Ma'am Carrie, any advice for our classmates having difficulty when it comes to time management?
And just find something like you will enjoy. Like for me, I enjoy going to the gym, like if for answering. If like, you like going to the mall, if it will help you with your stress, like you can go to the mall and like stroll, like something like make you happy. Like don't stress out yourself. I mean, of course you will be stressed, but find something like will really make you not forget, but like after that, like you will have all the energy like to answer questions. And don't forget like
And
to enjoy also. Not all the time like you have to study. Of course you have to focus, but find time for yourself also. Like you have to enjoy like the things that you love to do before you did the reviews. Like you can still do that.
thank you, Ma'am Carrie, for providing that advice. And rest assured, our classes will be able to gain, and probably they will even try it after working 12-hour shift or 8-hour shift, no? And do you have any support system who have supported you during this NCLEX preparation, and how did they help you?
My coworkers, they're really helpful because if during my break, like I will tell them like I will just answer some questions and review some, and then they sometimes they're even the one encouraging me, oh, you review now because you have time to review now. If you are not busy at work, like they will encourage me, like, oh, you can review. So they will just let me review and then they will take care of my patients sometimes. They're encouraging me actually, like, oh, you can review now, Ma'am Cari. So my coworkers, my family, and my friends also. And some of my friends also are reviewing now in IPASS.
Oh. Any message for them? Maybe they're watching right now.
I think because they already sent my picture in our group chat. I think they're watching.
And we are wishing the best for your coworkers who will be taking the NCLEX very soon. And I like what
Yeah.
you did, Ma'am Carino. Like, quote unquote, they said, don't watch the clock. Do what it does. Keep going. So you
Yes.
really have to stay persistent and keep moving forward, regardless of your time constraints. So this is what you did, no? Even though you are working 12-hour shift, you did not stop yourself from doing what you love, which is going to the gym and do
That's
your
right.
exercise to have a positive mindset as well. And in a way, you're able to review at least more than 2 hours per day.
Sometimes that's rare.
And it's really possible because I have a lot of students who have working 12-hour shift. Probably they'll be able to practice this kind of strategy.
They don't have time, sir, like to review. Me from December, I think November until December, I did the practice questions. Like this,
Mm,
I started with the 20 questions and all.
that's good to know. And Ma'am Kari, can you describe your experience po? I'm very curious on the day of your NCLEX exam.
Mom Crystal told me not to answer question already like a day before my exam. So I didn't answer already like questions a day before my exam because I stayed in Makati like for 4 days during my exam.
Mm.
So what I did, I went to the church, I went to the mall. That's the day before my exam. And then during the day of my exam, like I woke up because my exam schedule is like 2 p.m. So I woke up early. I went to the gym. Then I had a good breakfast. And then 2 hours before my time, because I went to the testing center 12 noon because my exam time like 2 p.m.
Ah,
So
okay.
I went there early. And then like 10 a.m. I already answered the questions, the 10 questions, like what Mom Crystal told me, like answer 10 questions. Actually, she said like 5 to 10. She advised me 5, but I answered 10. So 12:30, they allowed us to go to the testing center already. And then 1 o'clock, because I saw the time, that's it. I said, this is it. Because I came in first because I have the number one when I went inside. So I
Oh,
am the first
wow.
one. And then 1 o'clock, like before 2, when I checked the time, it stopped at 85.
That's why this kind of incident is very rare, no? But let's be reminded that we don't have to rush on the day of your exam. You have to really do the pacing that you have practiced during the time that you were doing your practice question, and that's okay. And if you're really confident in answering the questions with that kind of pacing, it means that you are really confident enough in answering your questions without having second thought.
Yeah, that's why I asked Mom Krista, like, Mom, is it okay? Because I'm answering question like sometimes less than an hour or 1 hour. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay as long as because during the when I practice answering question in the U world, I always stop like at 85, sometimes less than an hour. So I asked Mom Krista, is it okay? Like sometimes it's less than an hour. So it's okay as long as you're confident with your questions. But during the exam, sir, actually I may be there like less than an hour, but I
Mhm.
feel like I've been there like for 4 hours already. And oh my God. And then when I check the questions already 75, 70s, then I started to panic already because wow, I answered all the questions already. Like I didn't notice that the questions actually because I was just reading and answering. And then it stopped at 85. I said, oh my God. And
Then,
then my exam also, sir, like 2 students, because I came in first, right? They already
yeah.
went like 45 minutes before me. But one of them, because after the exam, like she talked to me, like, Mom, I stopped at like 70 something. Oh, I don't know, but I know 85 only. She didn't pass.
Oh, okay. Sorry to hear that. But what
Yeah,
I know is that the minimum number of questions that you'll be able
it's
to
85,
answer
right?
is number 85.
Yeah, but she said, Mom, I stop at like 70 something. Oh, I don't know because I know from the lecturer, I know it should be like 85. It's either you pass or not, but it should be 80.
Yes, it should be number 85. So for classmates who are listening right now, the minimum number of questions you'll be able to answer during your NCLEX exam is 85. And how do you mentally prepare before or during the time that you are already answering your question, most especially if you encounter any difficult questions?
Like what Ma'am Crystal told me, just pray. So I
Just
just like,
pray.
"Oh, Lord. But most of the questions are, it's in a trending topic, actually. The trending topic, because I attended like 3 trending topics. Like it will help you a lot. Like you can go through also from the previous lectures with the trending topics. So it helped me also with the trending topics like few days before my exam. Even if like some of the questions, like it's really there. So the trending topic also like will help you a lot a week before your exam.
Yes. And for those students who are curious what is trending topics is about, nothing to worry. You'll be receiving an invitation 2 months prior to your actual exam. So for those students who haven't received their eligibility yet and no examination day, you just have to wait for the time that you have already your ATT and eligibility. And at least 2 months prior to your exam, definitely you'll be able to access this trending topics lecture. Because if you notice right now, it's still locked with the padlock. Means that you are unable to access yet. But rest assured, 1 to 2 months prior to your exam, you will notice that you are able to access already. And Cari, how did you feel immediately after completing the NCLEX exam?
I feel relieved because all the stress, and then after I got the results, like it's all really worth it. Like the sleepless nights and then your sacrifices, like it's really worth it.
And did you have any concerns po or doubts about your performance during that time?
Because I know myself, like I prepared well. I mean, there are doubts because you will not know like what questions you will encounter. But I think I prepared well because the recorded videos and the practice questions and all, like it really helped. So,
Yes.
and then my concepts are outdated already because I graduated. So I have to concentrate on the concept also, like the fundamentals and all. Like it's all up to you also, like how you will prepare yourself. But for me, like because I know like my concept is really outdated. So I make sure like I reviewed all the concepts also. So during the exam, like although there are doubts, but when I sit and I said I prepared for this and this is it. So it was really smooth. Like, yes, I know this, I know this, I know that.
And I think it's because, ma'am, you have trusted the process of your review.
Yes.
And at the same time, you have enjoyed your journey to your NCLEX preparation. That's the most important thing, actually. Even though you
Yeah.
are stressed with this examination, you have to really experience these challenges that you have encountered. And at least one
Yes.
day, no, after you receive your result, it's an unexplainable feeling afterwards. And how did you cope with the waiting period for your exam results?
That's more stressful than the review actually. The waiting game. Because I went back to Davao the day after the exam and I just like the my everyday life, but you know, I don't know because I know I stop at 85, but I'm still not sure. It's more stressful than the actual review actually.
Likewise, I have experienced the same feeling.
Ah,
It's the most stressful moment.
Ma'am
Yeah,
has already told me like it's the waiting game, like the 48 hours is the most stressful.
yes, it is. But all we have to do is just we have to pray and trust ourselves.
Yes.
No matter what cost, you have done the very best on your actual exam. And with that, Ma'am Cari, we would like to present to you your IPASS certificate. This certificate is proudly presented to Ma Caridad de Sesto for successfully passing the NCLEX RN examination. This serves as a proof that a successful candidate indicated in this certificate is a safe nurse based on the USA Standards of Nursing Practice, signed by Sir J. Padong and Sir Mark Zaspa. Congratulations, Ma'am Cari.
Thank you, sir.
Ma'am Cari, any last advice for our students who are going to take their exam very soon?
Just don't forget to enjoy yourself also. Like, still do the things that you love, and it will help you relieve your anxieties. Then utilize your coaches. Like, they will help you a lot with your anxiety also.
Thank you for sharing, Ma'am Cari. And another thing, how did IPASS help you in achieving your American dream?
Of course, it helped me a lot, sir. Like, I wouldn't make it without the IPASS, sir. Like, everything from the review, from the processing, I didn't even have a hard time, like, my documents during my processing time. And as well as the review, like, it will cover, like, even if you graduated like 2000, like the concepts or I graduated 2005 and I've been working, and then my content is really outdated. So the review, the recorded, the live, like, it's all in there.
Thank you po, Ma'am Cari, for accepting our invitation for this Hope Talk. We really do appreciate your
Thank you,
presence,
sir.
and
Thanks,
definitely
sir.
our classmates have gained a lot of tips and strategies, most especially your positive mindset when it comes to NCLEX preparation. Any last message po, Ma'am Cari, to your friends, to your family, and to your loved ones?
I'd like to thank my family and my coworkers. Like, they also helped me a lot with my review also. And to all my coworkers, I know they're listening now. So I encourage them also like to enroll in IPASS. Like, if I made it with IPASS, like, they can do also.
IPASS processing